Hello. I'm playing Jumeirah Golf Estates. I'm playing the Earth course, which was the tournament, the venue for DP World Tour. I was playing here last year, November, with some friends. This track is mighty difficult. So I'm teeing off from the 6th hole, which is a par 3. As you can see, there's lots of water to carry. Here I have a 7 iron. Just hit it a bit harder, pulled it because I just want to cross the water. And I'm left with a very lengthy putt. From here, it's just speed. But what I'm glad is the green speed was fast, which means I didn't really have to try very hard just to get the right pace. So if you want to visit Dubai and play golf, the best timing, in my opinion, will be November, December, where it's winter month for them. It's cooling. When I played here, it was about 18 degrees. And at night, if you go out to the desert, it can get to like 10 or maybe 5 to 10 degrees. So the 7th hole is a long par 5. And playing from the tee box where the pros played, it was kind of torturous because everything was really far, like extremely far. And to make things worse, the rough was really thick. Fairways are tight. And when you want to hit the ball out from the rough, it's really difficult. And because of this game, I was kind of out. My elbow was injured and I had to rest it for 2 to 3 months. So for Jumeirah Estates on this Earth course, aesthetically it's very pleasing. You can see the surrounding. There's this red wood chips and tons of bunkers around the course. It's almost impossible not to find one. And I can tell you this round I found so many. It got to a point where I just got so irritated. But nonetheless, the game still has to go on, be it good or be it bad. And here I have a really high lip to cover with, I think it was a 7 iron as well. I don't really have the yardages with me as I'm not sure where I misplaced my scorecard. And here I'm playing off the wood chips. I'm not really sure how the ball's going to react. I hit this pretty well and the ball just jumped off the club face and it flew right to the back. Now I'm going to explain to you what I'm going to do here. Normally when I go for my short game, I will always walk up to the green and stand around my landing spot because I want to find out if the ball were to land on that spot. If it's downhill, the ball will kick further up. If it's uphill, the ball will not roll as much. And if it's soft, then I know that the landing spot will be softer. So with this shot, I know that it's downhill and I need the ball to be high. So I've got the club face opened up, hit like a mini lob shot, let it land softly and let the slope bring the ball towards the hole. Now from this thought, I'm actually saving bogey, which technically to me, I think it's good. And my plan is to bogey every single hole, break 90, I'm satisfied. So again, this hole you can see tons of bunker. Of course, putting the ball right in the fairway would be the best thing. However, it'd be nice to explore the course as well. I know the green fee wasn't cheap. If I'm not wrong, this probably cost us 300 US easily. So exploring the course would be the best thing to do. So I'm going to play the ball back towards the center of the fairway. I don't think I can reach the green, even with a 3-wood, especially from that horrible lie. And from here we got the pin tucked left, just near to the bunker. I've got a wedge. Put this slightly to the left. Obviously not so happy because, we always expect to hit it close to the hole. And then another testy putt for par. Well, honestly, from this distance, the chance of making par is, 20%? So yes, still within my goal of making a bogey. Now this hole is a par 4. Aesthetically really looks really nice, and this is the 10th hole. And since I blocked the ball towards the right on the last hole, why not just hit it to the left? Right? Since we really explored the right side, might just go to the left. And yes, I was pretty close to the tee box on the other side. So when the ball is on a wood chip, the way to strike the ball is the same as when the ball's on a fairway. The difference is you're not really gonna know how the ball's gonna fly, how it's gonna react, whether it's gonna fly the actual distance or not. And the entire course, the rough is just thick, very, very thick, which means that you also don't really know how the ball is gonna react. In a way, you kind of appreciate how the tour pros play it, because they can actually shoot, 9 under in a single round, and here I'm just struggling to save par for a single hole. It just shows the disparity in skill level. This par 4 wasn't very long, and as you can see, fairway is really, really wide. And if you're struggling hitting the driver like me, then you're really exploring the course. So I must say, I do have some experience hitting off the off-beaten tracks, especially from the wood chips and from barren sand like this. And somehow, you know what? I managed to par this hole. Not sure how, but I'm just glad. The good thing is, my pace of my putts, my speed control was on point. I received many encouraging messages through my social media, and I thank those guys and you guys for watching the channel. I know I've not been posting any videos as of late. I think it's been a few months now because I've been busy with work, and honestly, I teach 7 days a week, and with my spare time, I would love to spend that with my family, other than editing the videos, because it does take a long time to do it. But recently, I guess because of all the encouraging messages, I thought maybe I should give it a go again and edit the existing videos that I have. Now with a chunk with that iron, I have to save par again. So with the wedge, this was about 60 meters, not too bad. My hope is to put the ball pin high, and then within putting range, I would say this is probably 60% to 50% of sinking it, saving a par. So parring here for me is quite rare, honestly. And I probably have to depend on my shot game just to save a par. This par 3 is not that easy. It's uphill. If I'm not wrong, I'm using a 5-iron. I just put this slightly left of the green, and I thought, it's actually in a good spot. And I saw it jump and kick towards the right. But when I got to the ball, wow. You can barely see the ball, right? So it's nestled into the rough. I had to open up the club face and sort of chop it out. The ball managed to just hop out gently, and again, most of the time you're left with 6 to 8 foot to scramble for par. So I guess your short to medium putts have to be on point. What a save, dude. So recently I formed a new social media team. It's called Duff Club Official, DUFFCLUB Official. It'll be nice that if you guys give the TikTok, IG, and even the YouTube a follow. So we formed the team so that we can form content that's fun around golf. If some of you have already seen it, I hope you've enjoyed the content. There's going to be more coming up. We've got a production team. We've got 2 or 3 camera crew following us around so that the quality is high, and hopefully enough it entertains our golfing industry. So this par 5 with a third shot, the pin is tucked to the far end. Now behind the pin is actually water, so I didn't really want to flop this ball really high up to the pin, and because I was on a tight lie, anything can happen. So just hitting it low, let it release, and from this spot, if I can make a birdie, it will feel like an eagle. But a par is fine as well. Have you guys played golf in Dubai? Honestly, I think the courses there are kind of world class, and the conditions are really good, just that they are really expensive. So if you do go there, maybe pick a few courses that you want to play with your friends, and do go during when the weather is great. As you can see again, we can barely see the ball when it's in the rough. And I think I developed kind of like a tennis elbow when I went back, because just the rough is just too thick, and I really struggle getting the ball out from thick rough. A chip and run with a sand wedge, and I believe I would have gotten this closer if I changed my club, but well, at this point, after scoring so many bogeys already, I just want to enjoy the course. You know, play the course as it is. Suffer playing it, but also enjoy. This is one of the iconic par 4s where the green reaches out to the green. As you can see, there's tons and tons of bunker. And I tell you, I struck this really well. It landed in between two bunkers, and then it just kicked and rode to another fairway bunker. It's like, wow, is there a way to find the fairway? And all the bunkers are in my carry distance. And not just that, even if the ball lands and rolls, there's a bunker for my ball. However, from here I put it 2 on. I have an uphill putt. This was kind of severe. Speed wasn't that good, and then came up short, and then left with another testy putt. You can see I'm like agonizing, right? I'm sure bound to miss one of them when you keep leaving so many 6-7 footers, because it's almost impossible to hit 100% from those distance. That's why there is a percentage of 50-50 and 60-40. So I guess I shouldn't be complaining, as I already made most of them, saving pars, sometimes even saving bogey. So this is a 7 iron. The pin is behind a bunker where there's water behind it, and we need to hit the ball really high up and let it land soft. So I chose the club where if I hit it well, it will be next to the hole. If I missed it slightly, I will be in this bunker. And honestly, the greenside bunker is one of the strongest part of my game. This is something that I'm really confident in, and saving par from here would be pretty comfortable. So we arrived on the final 18th hole. You can see on the left side, that was where they tee off from. But I'm teeing off even further back, because I think this was the tee box they used on day 1. And mind you, John Ram, when he teed off from here, he took a driver and a 5 iron, and he put it 2 on. Can you imagine a driver and a 5 iron? Here I'm just struggling to put it on the fairway. And then I have a hybrid of the wood chips. Cut it, hopefully reaching the fairway on the right side. Now this hole is really unique. There's a small stream running, splitting the fairways into 2, and it's a red stick, so if you find the water, then you're gonna be in trouble. We barely finished this round. However, I'm unable to video the rest of the holes as there wasn't enough light for me to film. So this will be the last hole that I'm showing you guys. If you guys have played this course, do let me know whether you enjoyed it or not, and how much you paid for it. Thank you for watching. Thank you for all the encouraging messages, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye bye.